Hello everyone, this is HKFP Live. It would be very difficult to describe the situation as this fight at the CUHK Chinese University of Hong Kong has been going on for more than 2 hours. As water cannon has been deployed, we just missed the moment when they shot water and also so-called blue dye, so blue liquid with pepper spray at protesters here at Chinese University of Hong Kong. We reviewed footage from before, and around 7:30 p.m. when the Chinese University of Hong Kong's Vice Chancellor, the president of the school, was leaving through this gate where police were stationed. We don't know what the reason for police to fire tear gas at that moment when Rocky Tuan, the president, was going through here. So the president himself was tear gassed, and then students responded, protesters, students, we don't know who they are, responded with petrol bombs and objects and barricades, and the fight started until from 7:30 or so till now. It's already 10, and water cannon was used, but protesters just 10 minutes ago occupied the bridge in front of us as they sort of tactically won the fight with the police, as the police seemingly were firing projectiles, tear gas less and less. So because of that, the water cannon arrived and have been shooting. No, we don't know why the water cannon stopped. But this is the situation now at the so-called number two bridge at Chinese University of Hong Kong. But at any time, water cannon may be used again, and we're not staying too close from the situation because honestly we don't know when a police projectile or sometimes even a petrol bomb will hit us. And the 30 minutes to now, before now, this area is filled with tear gas. Even protesters with 3M gas masks, one of the best gas masks that we can see, where it's just plain not useful because all of them, even with gas masks, have been affected by the tear gas. The item burning in front of us is like a security guard post on the bridge. Supposedly out of this area wouldn't be Chinese University territory. You may not see it right now, but definitely water cannon was used. The water cannon at least fired twice before the live stream. This is really as far as we can get to the situation right now. And, seemingly students or protesters are trying to reoccupy the bridge again. At least some of them. It's really burning hot here with the big fire. You can see the protesters are getting back to the bridge to reoccupy it, and it's one of the most, I guess, lengthy stationary battle between protesters and police. One of these 5 months, trying to gain control of one area. Sorry. Moving all the items that they can use from water barricade to a table from a classroom, I suppose. Rubbish trolley cart, metal balls. As they reoccupy the bridge. Not very certain when water cannon will be used again, but it certainly might. It's just him, they cannot put off the fire. As they advance, maybe they wanted to put off the fire so that it's safer to advance. think the fire won't be put up anyway. Can't really smell with the gas mask on, but I can see there are more tear gas down there. This is the bridge where students and police have been fighting for 2 days, basically. And as police may be retreated, students, protesters occupy the street, the bridge once again, and maybe next to come is the water cannon again. The Total Harbour Highway, it's pretty much stuck. Objects being thrown from CUHK and Total Harbour Highway. Stop. 噴口啊！司機噴口啊！我哋會掉嘢落嚟㗎，我驚整親你哋啊！噴口先啦！We're actually asking the drivers to move their vehicles away because they may throw items onto the Total Harbour Highway, so ask all the vehicles to move away to warn them not to come. You can see the bridge is half occupied by protesters. And there are, of course, a lot of police vehicles around. There's another big fire in front. Another big fire in front of us. As protesters back off from the line, using the fire as their barricade. So this is the new front line. This is the other side of the Total Harbour Highway. Also, this vehicle stopped because of all the items on the Total Harbour Highway. So, the result, one of the side effects of the police trying to disperse this crowd inside the Chinese U, when, according to Rocky Tuan, the president of the university, Sorry, let's start from the beginning. So Rocky Tuan, president of the university, met with the police, and he said the police told him the reason for the police to disperse the protesters from this bridge was to stop protesters from throwing bricks items onto the Total Harbour Highway. But as protesters regained control of this bridge, actually the situation was worse, as both sides of the traffic of the Total Harbour Highway were now stopped, as there are some other people who are throwing items on the Total Harbour Highway. So the police attempt to stop protesters from occupying this bridge and to stop them from using to disrupt traffic of the Total Harbour Highway, to this end had completely failed. So you can see the big fire and vehicles being stopped in the Total Harbour Highway. The protesters are actually telling people down there throwing objects into the Total Harbour Highway to leave, as the police reinforcements would be coming. I'm gonna stay away from the front bit. Protesters said water cannons have moved away from the area, presumably to fill water again. So we made stop the live here. As you can see, the situation of the turnaround is that protesters have regained this bridge, a key area when police said they wanted, according to Chinese President Rocky Tuan, police wanted to gain control of this bridge so that protesters would not throw objects into the Total Harbour Highway. But as protesters gain this bridge, it's clearly not possible for the police to stop them from throwing objects on the Total Harbour Highway. and disrupt the traffic. So there have been 2 hours of tear gas, rubber bullets, or other projectiles fired by the police, as a lot of the protesters, many of whom are students, felt unwell, sick, even though they have very high level gas masks. So the intensity of tear gas was very strong, and that's why we didn't do live in the last 2 hours or so, because it's very difficult. But as far as we can tell, water cannon may come back anytime soon, and well, it's not live here for now. With you can see the scene of the big fire and the bridge being occupied, protesters moving.